Can you see it? Can't see it all. Well, anyway, hi guys. This is your girl Lisa Baxter coming to you again. I'm in a different part of my house this time. Not a window over here. Well, this is the show that I wanted to talk to you about, just about encouraging dialysis patients, transplant patients, people with kidney disease, and the staff and the people that work with them, whether it be a support group, a doctor, a nurse, a technician, and so forth and so forth and so forth. You all know your titles. So this message is for you. This talk is for you. This love is for you. This respect is for you. Like my shirt, phenomenal woman. To deal with kidney disease, you gotta be phenomenal and have plenty of faith and plenty of fight in you. To God be the total glory. I'm alive and kicking. So God knows those things and He does those things well. But anywho, let's get to it. Now, I want to start with the dialysis, not the dialysis patient, but the person that's dealing with kidney disease. Or maybe they just found out, maybe they've been dealing with it for long. But this is what I would like to say to you um, is that kidney disease, can be tough. All right, but I want you to keep up and prepare yourself if you have to go on dialysis. So don't worry, you may be dealing with kidney disease, but learn about it. Prepare yourself about it. Even prepare yourself about the disease that you're dealing with, whatever it is. Whatever the nephritis or the polycystic kidneys or whatever it is that caused it. Maybe it's diabetes or high blood pressure, but whatever caused you to have these issues or having problems with your kidneys, learn about that. Learn about how your body's dealing with it and stuff like that. So I encourage you just to hold on. You got a whole family of people out there that either going through the same thing or been through it already. Reach out to any of us because we are all out there on Facebook and social media. Some of us got shows and books and podcasts and making performances and all kinds of things just to bring awareness to you. So please stay focused, stay encouraged, stay in tuned, and everything like that. I can barely read my own rotten handwriting. All right, stick with your nephrologist. All right, and learn something from him and whatever team that you have or dealing with. To the let me see, let's see, the dialysis patient. All right, you may be dealing with low blood pressure or or exhaustion and nausea, or the 15 gauge needles and stuff like that, or your arm looking like this, or worse, or better than that. You know what I mean? So stay encouraged, stay informed. I know you're dealing with oversized needles. I know you're dealing with making that appointment 3 times a week. I know you have to be on the machine all that period of time. And I know sometimes you just hearing people talk at you, do this, do that. You got to do this, you got to do the nutritionist, the social worker, the doctors, the tech team, the people, everybody, even sometimes your family that's educated about this. They're all on your back and on your case for a good reason, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. So, just survive, stay in the fight, all right? Because you know that you rock and you are fantabulous. Um, Let me see, waiting on a kidney. You might even be waiting on a kidney. You're on dialysis and you're waiting on the kidney while you're on dialysis. So stay patient, stay busy. Don't just wait for the phone to ring and stuff like that. Ever so often you could check or make sure, see where you're at on the list or see what they're doing or if all your tests are done. Do whatever you have to do. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to be on more than one list, go to different countries and different places and stuff like that. So stuff you can ask others that had it, or you can Google it, or something like this. But I want you just to stay truly 100% encouraged. All right? I really do. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Man, It's just so much to be dealing with. You know what I mean? It's just a whole lot to be dealing with. The low blood pressure, the passing out, the falling out, and you know what you're dealing with better than anybody. Maybe more words than I've said. You know what I mean? I don't know if you deal with the low calcium or the problem with the gums and the teeth and stuff like that, or even, so you're just dealing with stuff. Your bones bugging you and bothering you, the PTH. I had to get the operation. I was trying to run away from it. So you may be dealing with a lot, but work with your team. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. All right? Now, let me see. Transplant people. After 12 years of dialysis, almost 13, I got a transplant. And this is what I want to say to the transplant people. You know, uh, oh, that's not the transplant, that's the transportation. But let's go back down to the transplant people, who may be back on here. All right. Sometimes you have to deal with infusion. Sometimes you have to deal with a million tests or a million checkups after each other and a whole lot of pills in the morning, in the night, 12 hours apart and stuff like that. And sometimes they make you tired or nauseous or sleepy, or grouchy or mean, but hang in there. You was worth somebody being a blessing to you and giving you that organ. Even if it's not a kidney, but they gave you the organ and you have to just work with it with your team of doctors, with yourself. A lot of times we have to talk to ourselves. I have to tell myself sometimes, Lisa, get up. Come on, Lisa, I know your bones is hurting. I know you develop bone joint disease and osteoporosis and bursitis and all of this stuff. But girl, we the only one that live here. We take care of ourselves. Put stuff more near you. Whatever you got to do to make stuff work. And I say, come on, don't cry. I read the scripture. I pray. If I have to call somebody at my church or family member, I do that. But a lot of times you might can't reach nobody but God. So I talk to myself and I encourage myself. Paul said he encouraged himself in the Lord. Sometimes there can be nobody to pat you on the back, nobody to say good job or girl, you're trying, you're almost there. Keep running, run that race, push yourself, push, whatever. Sometimes you just got to say that self, girl, I love you. I took my own self on a vacation, take myself out to eat. I said, girl, you work hard, you work like a champ. That's right. You deserve that coat, not just for warmth, but for beauty. You beautiful inside and out. I remember when I didn't have no good esteem or low self-esteem, but honey, I took myself right into it. Girl, you go ahead. Thick glasses and all. When I was fat, when I was a bone, when I was in between, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, and even missing a few teeth and the partials won't fit, you're still a queen. You're still a diva. You're still blessed. Jesus still died for you on the throne, no matter what you are, who you are, or where you fall in the category. Male, female, boy, girl, child. Little children deal with this stuff too. Teenagers deal with this too. The parents of the people deal with this, and the family members, even though they're not the patient. And sometimes they become a patient as well. So know your family's history. So I encourage you, transplant patient, you know what I mean? I don't know if you got bills or had to get infusion or another test or if your kidney even rejected. You know what I mean? Know what you want to do. You're the only one to make that decision to go back on the list. And you're the only one to say, well, I'm good on dialysis and you can do well. Some people do well. I just got tired of being on dialysis. I had some challenges, but it wasn't enough to say that's why I don't want to do it or that's why I want to transplant. Sometimes this is how sometimes life goes. You know what I mean? And you don't want it, you don't like it, you didn't ask for that hand. Trust me, I didn't. I'm like, dealer, give me something else. You know what I mean? Get that hand out of here. I want to roll you flush. Sean, don't get me preaching. But anywho, so let me see. Okay, we got the kidney disease, people CKD, ESRD, oh man, chronic kidney disease, be okay, be educated about your illness. I always tell people that all the time about being educated about their illness. You know what I mean? It's so important because sometimes you just gotta know. So when you feel a certain way, you will know this is why you feel that way, or understand what the doctor was saying, or what you was reading about it, or what was said, or what was mentioned, or what class you might have taken. Because now they got a dialysis school and all of that, and classes and training and all kind of stuff. And even meetings and support groups with families, so everybody know. So not just the Al-Anon and the Alateen from years ago have it, but now people with illnesses and sickness have it. And even when you in bereavement, everybody has to have some sort of support groups and stuff like that. But and I will say to the technician, the nurse, the doctor, the social worker, we are not just dealing with illness, but life issues, life itself, loss. We suffer loss. Stuff be going on besides the illness. And sometimes you wonder why we come in there and we grouchy, we mean, or we don't want to talk. I usually don't talk when I'm upset because I don't want to take it out on nobody. So I'll say one word sentences or be quiet. I'm like that when I'm dieting. I'm like that when I'm haven't had any sleep. And sometimes when my mind is on something, I just want to deal with that thing. But people used to being happy and jolly. Come on, Lisa girl, what's the matter? What you going? What? And sometimes it's just not that time. You know what I mean? Just time you just need a minute. You're still a person, but sometimes you need a minute to look back a little and try to figure things out. Pray a little, zoom in. You know what I mean? Concentrate on what you're trying to do. But anywho, so all right, yeah, let's okay. Life pain, struggles. We deal with struggles. We deal with disappointments. We deal with what do you call that? Depression, financial issues, work not working. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. And Social Security is not stretching long enough or far enough, or you get cut off for one little thing. Sometimes you try to work a little bit and have that, or you just try so many things and you're dealing with so much. But when the person see you coming there, they say, oh, they just don't want to come, or they just got an attitude all the time. We want you to understand doctor, nurse, tech, social worker, nutritionist, dietitian, whatever your thing is, the receptionist, the guard, everybody. Sometimes we're dealing with stuff and going through stuff. Just because we look fine when we come in this, a lot of stuff can be going on in here and going on in here and just going on in our spirit. So just work with us, love us a little more, deal with us a little more, try to be understanding a little bit more. Sometimes you don't understand, you just shake your head or you just listening. That's it. Sometimes that's all a person needs. Okay, so please hang in there with us. Now, the transportation people, the people that drive us to our doctor's appointments, to family houses, and all of that, transportation who you are. It's more than one out there, so I'm not going to point fingers, but all right? And if you're listening, I want you to know and recognize, be kind, be understanding. We matter, okay? Um, we are going, we what? Where we are going is where we are going is important to us. So wherever we're going, whether it's a doctor's appointment or to see our family or children or any other type of appointment, it's important to us. Don't be nasty. Because some of them are nasty. Yeah, give me the money, or you didn't pay the money, or like a shut up and sit down kind of thing. Just because you're going through something, you're not supposed to be treated bad, terrible, rotten, or like a dog or anything. Now not all of the drivers and all of the people that deal with us are like that, but I ran into my fair share in all the years I've been dealing with the transportation. Told off, cursed out, whipping out in front of me and all of that. And I said you can go to the bathroom, instead you want to pee right there in the bus and stuff like that. Or the bus is nasty, or it's smelly, or the car we had to get in is real dirty. You scared to death. You ain't still scared of COVID. You scared of whatever it's on the thing. You like this. Don't be germophobic. That's me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you sometimes these things you have reasons. You don't know what's in there. Scabies and all of that. You don't want to deal with that. Or you're already dealing with your own illness, your own issues, your own problems. You're not trying to take it out on them. I know some of us can be nasty and terrible too, driver and transportation people. I know we can just like take it out on you, but try to work with us anyway. You know what I mean? I'm not making no excuse for us, but I'm not gonna make none for you either. We might be wrong on both sides, and they would say two wrongs don't make a right. But whatever we are, we both need to have a little more love and encouragement for each other. You need a job, and we need to go where you're taking us. That's as simple as that. You know, some of us have bad allergies, and all kind of things getting into the car. You know what I'm saying? And we just need somebody sometimes just to be nice to us, or be courteous, or respectful, or understanding. You know what I mean? I used to always like when people say, hold the door. You know what I mean? Just to be nice, just because not just because you're a lady, well, I like that too, or a woman, or a person with a disability, older or younger, because I like that even when I was younger. So, all that kind of stuff, pull the chair out, you're on a date, or a fella, or somebody in the family younger, being respectful, or learn some manners. You just know got manners, no matter what age you are, and you just do it. You got people tip they hat, you know what I mean? Call you Miss or Mister, call you by your last name or ask your preference, all that kind of stuff. That stuff matters to us, and we just want to be treated nicely, whether you're the doctor or the nurse, whether whoever you are taking care of us. You may be the home attendant. You know what I mean? You may, and I know maybe we have family living with us or family that's not living with us, and maybe nobody want to help us or got time to help us or dealing with their own illness. So help us. You know what I mean? Nobody want to fight, or every time somebody come to take care of you, oh, like this again. You want love. Everybody want that and deserve that and need that. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That y'all sung that song. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, Mrs. Warwick. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm talking about respect, but she get her props with that. And they made a lot of songs back in the day about love and the world and people, and love is what make the world go around. All kind of songs. So use some of that knowledge, and even the biblical way, or whatever way it helps to make you take better care of the person, love the person, help the person, do whatever you was called to do. So if you're the driver, you're the nurse, you're the doctor, whatever you are, do what you're called to do. I'm a social worker, so that's what I do, social work. Even when I don't have the title anymore, that's in me to do it because I've done it almost 30 years. So, that's me, and that's how I act. You know what I mean? I'm used to listening or caring or trying to help. Sometimes even the person that don't want the help, I just like to have it there for them. So if they come back, they'll get it. So if I'm having a rough day, I'm honest enough to say it. I say this, I'm not having such a good day. I'm just going to be a little quiet. You need me, see? So once I take care of them, I can be quiet again to myself. And if anybody else need to know that, I will tell the next person. So I don't kill nobody. I don't scratch nobody else. Flex on what you say. No, but these kind of things, all of these things of service always need not just education, but you have to use all of you, all of humanity, human parts of you, to take care or to help or push this person forward, because we all need it. All right. So all I can say again is know your family history. I can never get tired of saying that. Be educated about your illness and do your research. And if you took this type of position and maybe it's hard for you and maybe it's not really your field, that's all right too. And if we the one who started the fight or the argument, I'm sorry about that. I'm apologizing for all of us. And I hope one of y'all would apologize back to us or somebody. But apology is good with words, but sometimes I'd rather take the action. So if you show me the service that you were called to do or that they hired you to do, I would appreciate that more than anything. So you might run into some of us rough riders, and some of us rough riders might run into you. And you might even be the one that's the rough rider. But whatever it is, don't be too sorry to say, don't be too upset to say you're sorry. And don't, and I hope that this helped you and didn't hurt your feelings or make you mad or want to come and get me or write me no letters. I just trying to encourage you, because I'm telling you how we feel and what we need. Or if somebody say you can't speak for me, well, how I feel and what I need, whichever way it go and whichever way it works. So this is for all of us, and this is for you, and this is for all of us to do better, so we can all come up a little bit more and be a little more better, a little more stronger, and a little more healthier. V for victory. Okay. Thank you for this time and space. Keep being beautiful, keep being amazing, keep being healed, keep being blessed, keep being strong, and never give up. This is your girl Lisa Jackson, giving you the 411 in love, respect, help, honesty, and encouragement. Peace. Viva victory. My vacation is over. Work tomorrow. Bye. Good night. Enjoy your evening. Happy Sunday. Crochet.